everyone, welcome back to my channel, Mingby. My name is Mandy and I am a full-time reseller. Today is my What Sold Wednesday video, so I am going to go over my sales. I'm going to switch up the kind of format that I normally do. I don't know that everybody's really interested in all of like the detailed numbers, so I might just throw that in at the end and not really go over that. I'm also going to, I think, just pop up on the screen what sold as opposed to like the Zoom type look. Just kind of feeling out some new ways of doing my what sold video. So starting with Poshmark, this is a band t-shirt Jackal, an 80s band. This I picked up at Goodwill and this did go for $20. Next is a pair of Athleta leggings. I've had these for a little while. They did come from the bins. They were a little bit damaged, especially on the inside of the thighs. I'm not exactly sure why I picked them up. I don't know if maybe I thought I was going to wear them, but this is definitely not a color that I would wear. And so these did go for an offer of only $9. These Chaco sandals, I think I've had since last summer. I definitely had them overpriced, and someone did offer me $26. These Hudson jeans, I've had these for probably 2 years. I thought they would have went a little bit quicker just because of the size and the style, but for whatever reason they didn't, but they did go for an offer of $40. Marine Layer, I don't find this brand very often. I did find it at Savers a couple weeks ago, but it did end up selling, I think, within 3 weeks of listing for my full asking price of $30. Terra and Sky, definitely don't sleep on Walmart brands. I'm not afraid to pick them up. I have very good luck with plus size and new with tags, especially in the swimwear, and this did go for my full asking price of $24. This brand I picked up like a cami not that long ago and it sold pretty well. I've never heard of this before. I don't know if it's anything special. It did have a little bit of detail on the front. That's what made me want to pick it up. I probably only paid $2 for it and it did go for an offer of $18. Gap, I'm not a huge fan of picking up Gap, but it has been selling for me mainly because I'm picking up new with tag and or linen pieces. Linen has really been moving for me. It's definitely the time of year for people to be looking for that. These did go for an offer of $20. Old Navy, another pair of linen pants. These were a size 2X, which definitely helped the sale, and they did go for an offer of $22. These vintage corsets I got probably 2 years ago now. Our Goodwill had just like racks of them, and I don't know where they came from. They were all vintage. They all had new with tags, and I went through and just picked the ones that looked like the most intricate. If anything was just like plain white, I left those be. But I went and picked the intricate ones. I think they were $3 a piece. I only have maybe 2 left. Very slow movers. I thought they would have went a little bit quicker just because, you know, the girlies, they like to wear these as just a top sometimes with jeans. So this did go for an offer of $17. Ralph Lauren, this came in that swimsuit lot, which I'm very thankful for because this one did put me over. So now I am actually in the green on that, and this did go for an offer of $19. This Zara blazer came in a Helpsy Source box, like their men's most wanted brands or something along those lines. This did go for an offer of $29. Catalina, I just talked about this brand in my, 25 best bread and butter brands. It was hard to say. Video that I just put out the other day. This was also from that same swimsuit lot, and it did go for an offer of $14. Spanx, I've definitely halted kind of on the jeans, especially the skinny jeans and smaller sizes. I picked this up at the bins, I don't even know, like a year and a half ago maybe at this point, and it did go for an offer of $20. This Torrid bra was new with tags. I picked it up at Goodwill. They only had $3.99 on it, which I was actually very shocked. Normally Torrid, if it's new with tags, they put it in their boutique section. They didn't on this one, and this did go for my full asking price of $35. This super cool Ralph Lauren equestrian print skirt did go. I had it listed for $100 just because there were comps kind of all over the place. I did look on eBay. I did look on Poshmark. There were some that were a little bit different color and a little bit different variation of print. They had originally offered me, I think, $60. I had gone down to, maybe $80. I didn't want to go much further than that, and then they offered $65 again. I just let it go because were so many likers on the skirt. I thought maybe someone would jump on it and buy it or send me another offer. So then I thought, you know what, I better just look at comps again and just make sure I'm not, you know, out of line with the 100. So then when I looked again, I don't know if maybe I typed in something a little bit different. It looked like comps were a little bit lower than what I had seen. So I offered, or no, they came back and offered 70, I think like the following day. And I figured, you know, I paid $5 for it, so it was definitely a good return. So I did let them get this. It is going to Texas. I feel like that is a great area for this skirt. I hope that they love it. Next is a Stephen Rhodes shirt. These are kind of like comedy horror shirts, I believe. That came in the bale of vintage and retro t-shirts. That was a total waste of money. This did go for an offer of 11. I'm just happy to start moving those. These Athleta shorts came in a thread up, what is it called? Athletic box or athletic wear or something along those lines. Surprisingly, this is the first thing to sell from that. It did have some Lululemon in there, and there hasn't been much movement on it at all. So I don't know, maybe I need to look at the prices again, or we'll see. But this would go for an offer of 15. I picked this Ann Taylor dress up probably like a month or so ago. It did sell very quickly. There was a lot of interest on it on Poshmark, and it did go for an offer of 30. Loft, this one had a lot of interest over on eBay, and I had a bunch of lowball offers that I did not accept, and then someone came in on Poshmark and bought it for my full price of 20, which was great. Now on to Mercari. These are a pair of Croc wedges. I bought these the same time that I bought that Ralph Lauren skirt with the horses on it. Next is a pair of American Eagle shorts. I don't pick these up very often, and if I do, I normally just send them to Plato's because I don't make very much money from it, and a lot of times they just sit. I'm not exactly sure where these came from. I'm gonna guess like maybe a thread up box or something. These did go for an offer of 14. Cupshe, this brand is kind of hit or miss for me. This was new with tags and plus size. That's why I did pick it up. I did get it at Goodwill, I think for probably $3, and it did go for an offer of 20. These Lucky Brand men's jeans sold the same day that I listed them for $32, my full asking price. That's why I like selling Lucky Brand jeans in men's. They seem to move very quickly, and these I picked up at the Goodwill bins, a couple weeks ago? Another Old Navy. I think I had 3 Old Navy sales on eBay and 2 on Poshmark, I think. This dress was picked up at the bins, plus size. I think it was linen blend, maybe. And this one did go for an offer of 19. Another American Eagle sale. I don't pick up too much American Eagle just because it does tend to sit for me unless I really look at the style and size. These were a pair of, what are they called? Ultra wide leg. That's why I did pick these up. And these did go for an offer of $26. This Shorties and 40s shirt I picked up at Goodwill when they were still doing all of their like graphic t-shirts were $2.99. I think they were $2.99. I didn't have my phone with me that day, so I couldn't check comps. I thought that this was something, but I wasn't sure. And it did go for an offer of 14, so not a huge profit. I don't think I would pick this up again in the future. This is a pair of Old Navy black skinny jeans. These were new with tag. These did go for an offer of only 15. In the future, I don't know that I'd pick up black skinny jeans. Those seem to do a little bit worse for me than maybe like a darker wash jean of blue. Another Old Navy sale. This one I picked up on that challenge the same time that I picked up the horse skirt and the Croc wedges. So this was on clearance for $1.99. It did go for an offer of 15. Even in that video I said I probably was not going to make a lot on this, but in the challenge I needed to get as close as I could to $30 at that store, so I needed to find some lower tiered item things. So I'm definitely glad that it sold quickly. Matilda Jane, I really don't pick this brand up anymore unless it's like a really unique pattern or something that makes it stand out. This did go for an offer of 17, and I've probably had this dress for like 2 years. And then the last item to sell were these shorts. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the brand. I believe it's Bugatti? I'm not sure. It came in a Quick Lots box not that long ago, and these did go for an offer of 29. So just a quick overview on Mercari. I did have 3 sales for $85, Poshmark 21 sales for $506, and then eBay 8 sales for $229. I did do only one WhatNot auction this week. I have been super busy and like out of town quite a bit. So I don't think I'm going to get any done this week because I'm going to be out of town again for half the week. So I'm hoping to pick that up once things kind of settle down here with stuff that I've been busy with for the summer. Anyway, on the WhatNot auction, I did sell 6 items for $19. They did all go to the same person. On WhatNot, I am not trying to make huge money because obviously I am a newer seller, so I need to build the seller confidence by getting reviews, having people come to my shows, seeing that I have good items before, there's going to be any type of bidding wars, I feel like, because you have to get people into your show to bid. So these were all items that were either like personal items, things I pulled from the garage sale that, we maybe had, 50 cents a dollar on or something. So it's definitely working for me to do like these lower tiered shows just so I can kind of still get the hang of what I'm doing over there and figuring out shipping. So sales were pretty similar to last week, just a little bit slower. This week so far, I feel like eBay has been picking up. We'll see. I feel like sometimes though, when it starts off really good in the week, then it just kind of dwindles down and then the weekend's not great. How has everybody else's sales been going? Are there certain platforms that seem to be doing better? This week, for whatever reason, Mercari was kind of a flop. I feel like it goes good like 2 weeks and then it just kind of falls down another week and it's up and down, but I'm definitely happy for Mercari just because of the sales that I do get there and you get, there are no fees. So let me know below how your sales are going. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.